Okay, so welcome back. We have the question from the third chapter of Dynamics by Meriam, and we need to determine the vertical acceleration of the 60-pound cylinder for each of the two cases. We can neglect friction and the mass of the pulley. So we have two different scenarios, A and B. So in the A, we can see that the cable was pulling with 40 pounds, whereas we have a weight that is attached to the cable, the weight of 40 pounds. And we have two different scenarios. These two are not the same because we're going to have different acceleration in each of these cases. So let's start with the free body diagram of the first one. If you look at it, we can see we have one single cable that goes around all these pulleys and it's pulling with the force of 40 pounds. So this 40 pounds is going to be the tension in the cable. So if you want to show the free body diagram in here, we can show the free body diagram for this 60-pound weight. So we're talking about the A part, and we have the 60 pound that is attached to one pulley, and this pulley, it has a tension of T or 40 pounds here. So we can show that we have a tension of basically 80 pounds in here, and obviously we have the weight, which is 60 pounds, and the acceleration that moves this block upward. So we have sum of all forces equal to mass times acceleration, and we can see everything is in y direction, so we're gonna call our y direction in here. So the acceleration would be in y direction, and keep in mind that we need mass, we have the weight in here. So the forces that we have is 80 pounds negative 60 pounds is equal to mass. We know weight is equal to mass times acceleration because this is in pound. The mass has to be in slug unit, which means our G is 32.2 foot per second square. So we're gonna divide the weight, which is 60, by 32.2 to get the mass in slugs, and that's gonna give us the AY, and AY is gonna be our vertical acceleration, or what the question is asking. So basically this is going to be 20, so it's going to be 32.2 divided by 3, so we can cancel this out. It's going to be 3, so the acceleration would be 10.7 foot per second squared. That's going to be the answer for the A part. For the B part, it's going to be different because we have two different things that are moving. We have these two blocks that are moving, so we cannot assume that the tension in the cable is 40 because we have to figure out the acceleration first. So we're gonna be dealing with the acceleration and the tension because we have two unknowns in here and we need two equations. So we can draw the free body diagram for each of the blocks. This one's the 60 pound and the other one is 40 pound. So the 40 pound has a tension of T, and we have the weight of 40 pounds. And for the 60, we have the weight of 60 pounds. And the tension, again, is going to be 2T because of the same thing. We have the same story in the first, the other in the previous part too. So each of them are T. The only difference in here, we don't know the T and we don't know also the acceleration. So this is going to go up in this direction. It's going to have an acceleration, and the other block, the 40 pounds, is going to go down, but we just have to figure out the relationship between the acceleration of these two because there are two cables in here, which makes the distance shorter and therefore the velocity slower. The acceleration in here is going to be a little bit faster, and again, because we have 2t and 1t in here, the acceleration in here would be 2 times a, because the distance that is traveling is twice as the previous one. Again, we have two cables in here, so let's say we have traveling distance of s, this will be 2s, and we know the velocity is proportional to the distance and acceleration proportional to the velocity. That's why we have to double the acceleration for this case, and the rest is pretty simple. We just have to write down our equation. Again, sum of all forces equals to mass times acceleration. So we have two unknowns, T and A, two equations, so we should be able to find each of them. From the first one, we can do 40 minus T is equal to the mass, which is 40 over 32.2 times the acceleration 2a. So that was for the right one, and for the other one we have 2t minus 60 is equal to 60 over 32.2 times a. So now we have two equations. The simplest way to solve these is that if we just divide the first equation by the second one, on the left side we have 4 negative t over 2t minus 60, and on the right side we can cancel out the denominator. We can cancel out the 0, so we have, and we can see the a will be canceled out too, so 4 times 2, it's going to be 8 over 6 or 4 over 3. And we just have to cross multiply this to find the answer. 3 times 4 negative 3 is equal to 4 times 2t minus 60. So 120 negative 3t, 8t, 240. So 11t will be equal to 240 plus 120, 360. So 360 divided by 11. So the first t would be 32.7 pounds. And we just have to put this in one of the equations to find the acceleration. So we can do 40 minus 32.7 is equal to 2.2 times 2a. And this is going to give us the acceleration. And that's going to be 2.93 foot per second squared. So yeah, that's pretty much for this question. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video.